What's up, people? It's the Black Cobra again, back once again with your Wheel Life live stream. So, for those of you who have not tuned in before, obviously I'm going to give you a little brief overview. I'm the Black Cobra. I'm a YouTube creator who uses my positive energy and enthusiasm to bring to you all the gadgets and gear for life. And right now, personal electric vehicles are my go-to, and my number one is EUCs. So, today we're going to talk about speed, ride style, and EUC culture. Oh, hang on one second. We got trying to get our guest star to jump on in here. He's coming in on the back end. Okay, there you go. All right. So, today we're talking to none other than you guys know him. Everybody in the EUC community knows who he is. Everybody has, whether they know him, they love him, they hate him, whatever the case may be, we're going to talk to the one and only Vincenzo Crazy VT Trant. Vincenzo, are you ready? VT! What's up? Yeah. So, we're going to talk about quite a few things. But before we go too far, what I want to give you guys, if you guys don't know who he is, if you haven't watched any of his videos or other people's videos featuring VT, I'm going to give you a little taste of something. And he's not in here yet, but EVX did a feature on my man VT. And I got a little quick excerpt from that just so you guys can get an idea of who this man is.
We all ride differently. I would never expect someone coming out from the Midwest to hop on the streets and do what we do. It's not for everybody, but then again, we've been doing this for decades. You know what I mean? Like the whole sense of rush and being in a rush to get nowhere has always existed in New York City. It doesn't matter. So it's not because of an electric unicycle that it's happening. It's just how New York City is. When you move to a fast-paced environment,
yeah, it looks like it was a fun
that
ride,
behind
man.
you are supposed to stop, that don't stop. You'll understand.
I miss
why
traffic. Right now it's a little bit,
it's more
you get a
for
little
safety.
bored.
You have to keep
almost
the
like I ride slower now, believe it or not.
Okay, so we want you to tell them that because you know that's what they want to hear. So, VT, we got some questions for you, and I'm sure they're going to have some questions for you, but we want to talk about a lot of things today. And every time we do these, you guys know that all I want to do is bring positivity and energy and enthusiasm to our EUC culture. And I want to do that by bringing people from all over together just so we can have conversations. And that's what we're doing here today. So, VT, first question up. How long have you been riding? A year and a week. That's all he's been riding. And there's something that I wanted to talk to you about, and you to talk to the people about. One of the things that Vinny told me when we had a conversation the other day. What did you tell me, Vin, about when you first started riding? Oh, hold on. Hang on a sec. Let me here, come a little closer, Vin. Thank you guys. Thanks, guys. That's why I gotta keep peeking at the comments. They said they couldn't hear you. All right, Vin. So one more time. How long have you been riding EUCs? There you go. You're good.
All right. You hear me?
Yep.
Better?
You guys got them now, right?
I've been riding about a little over a year, a year and a couple weeks at max.
Okay. A year and a couple weeks. Kamikaze Joe says, I think he said he rides scooters. Yo, Kamikazes are...
It wasn't bad.
No, he's just messing with you because he couldn't hear you. Okay, so first of all, I appreciate you guys jumping in and chiming in. The more you guys that come in, the better. The more questions we get. If you got a question you really want answered, just throw a Q in front of it so I can see it, because when I'm scanning through, sometimes I miss. So let me know if you got a real question that you wanna throw at us and talk about. So he said he's been riding for a year, just over a year. So you're with me then. So you started just before I did. Okay, all right. And you were saying, that's the one thing I wanted you to talk about, is you said that when you started riding, what were they telling you?
They told me, pretty much from day one, as soon as I could go around the block,
Yep.
I took it straight to New York City. David Jansen, one of my good friends, he encouraged me to get right out. So I was kind of forced into New York. And I developed, I guess, an aggressive, sloppy-ish style from the beginning. And remember, this is before there were like bigger groups of EUCs. So it's like still very new to everybody.
Right.
So even if you were operating them correctly, I'm sure they look like pretty dangerous.
Right.
So they told me I wouldn't make it very long the way I'm riding. They would say I was gonna get injured. I want to knock on some wood here. It's not over yet. I plan on riding for a while. It's not forever.
So they told him he wouldn't last. They told you you wouldn't last a year.
Yeah. Without a major injury.
Okay. Well, we already got one question up here. Hold on. Somebody said they're asking, what was your first wheel?
My first wheel was it was an MSX, but an 84 volt. I believe it was like 1600 watt hour.
Okay. And you've had a lot of wheels though. You've gone through a lot, right?
Yeah, I like to switch my wheels out pretty often, only because I ride a lot.
Okay.
I was like pretty much addicted. You know the feeling.
Yep.
As soon as you learn that, you just want to get out and go everywhere, whether it's to the store or just for no reason. Just want to go out there and ride.
I was in the supermarket yesterday with a backpack on, carrying milk in my backpack.
I use the pedals sometimes. I put my bread and my eggs.
Yeah, we got problems. Look at this guy. So Brian says he's been riding for 12 days and he's done 550 miles already. Okay, Brian, that's what's up.
Yeah, man, you got to get out there and just ride. That's the only way you're gonna get better.
Yeah.
Go try different things out there.
Okay, so Jesse says, what has been your worst injury so far?
Worst injury I had so far is the one I have right now, actually.
Okay.
Last week, I had cut out at 43. It was really dark. I was probably like, 60, 70% in battery. It wasn't the reason, though. I went uphill. I didn't see the hill. It was dark.
Okay.
And it was in a town that we don't really ride in New Jersey. My pads weren't on correctly. And I think it was because, like, when I'm dressed for, like, the winter, it fits a little better. I guess I'm too skinny. I got to put some more weight on.
You can have some of mine.
It slid right off. And it skinned my knee pretty bad. Everything else, though, I had full body armor on. If it weren't for that, I'd probably be immobile for a few days with all that road rash. Like,
yeah,
I would have done for. But yeah, my knee is pretty banged up, and I haven't stopped riding. Even when I got up from that crash, I went faster than 43. I hit 44 or 45 right away.
Okay.
Like, yo, take it easy, cut out. But that's why we always stress you got to wear the gear. If you don't wear your gear, man, you're not going to get up from those falls.
Listen, I want to take a pause and say that again. Gear up, people. Y'all keep hearing me say it. I did a couple videos already, and I say it. I even put it in other people's videos in the comments. Gear up, people. We have too many people getting hurt for no reason. Because, what we're doing is dangerous. So throw your gear on every time you get on your wheel. People are like, oh, and it's funny because someone put up something today. I forgot the guy's name, and he said, I just ran out real quick. I figured I'm going to go for a quick ride. And then he's riding He's doing 30 miles an hour with no gear on. I'm like, it's dangerous, man. And I know we used to ride, a lot of people used to ride with no gear because when this came out, people were like, and getting used to it. Like you said, Vin, a year ago, 2 years ago, a lot of people weren't wearing, gear before that. But now it makes no sense because we see enough people getting hurt and we're going faster and faster and faster. So we got to gear up, people. We got to gear up. You know what I'm saying? So to answer that question for me, my worst injury is the same thing, Vinny. The one time I rode with U-Stride in Boston and I got dressed so quick and left my knee pads in the car. And that's when I got, that's when I pushed the 16X and it was already below 30% and I pushed it too hard and it cut out and I scraped the hell out of my knees. I mean, tore right through my pants.
You maxed it out there?
Yeah, and that's the thing is I was only doing like maybe 25, 26, but at 30% battery with my weight, and I was actually passing someone that was on bikes. So I think I was doing about 20. I was probably doing faster than that, and I hit a bump and it couldn't compensate. It was just too low on battery and too much going on, and it cut out. But that was the one time I didn't put on my knee pads, and not because I decided to, because I was getting dressed quick. They were like, come on, man, come on. I was like, yep, hold on. And I was throwing my stuff on, so I didn't want to hold up the group. And then, boom, I said, nah, not again. I'm gearing up every time. And if I forget, I'm be like, hold up, we got to circle back. Or y'all hold up, I'll be back. I'm going to go get it and meet y'all. Because that's the one time, man, boom. And I was mad.
So the one thing that makes me put it on is absolutely, I leave all the time and I don't have my gear on. As soon as I leave and I'm like, well, this board could fry out while I'm doing 15 and have no idea that it's about to happen.
Yep.
Once that happens, that's when your biggest injuries are going to come.
Yep.
I turn around instantly. I go right back home and I put it all back on. I'm like, fuck it.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me.
Yeah. Hey, this is for adults. They know. So I mean, I do the same thing. I bought all kind of gear. Now I got pants and a jacket, so I can and they're all armored, so I just throw those on, and I'm like, hey, now I'm geared up.
So you can get like affordable ones, all the way from like $40, $50, all the way to $250. But I cut out on a $50 armor, and if it really weren't for that, I'd be probably all torn up right now.
Yeah,
I had dirt all over me with a big poop of dirt. They thought I was dead. The guy behind me said he thought I was dead.
Yeah, well, it's true, man. And when I did it, I was on a bridge in Boston, big bridge, and an 18-wheeler ran over my 360 camera. But he could have ran over me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I hit the ground and slid, but because I had on my elbow pads, my wrist guards, and my chest, I even had a chest protector. I slid on all that, and I jumped right up, grabbed my wheel, and moved out the way. And I wasn't hurt other than my knee pads. I mean, my knees, because I didn't have the pads on. But that was the thing, man. I was like, man, I thank God for the rest of this gear, and I don't care how cheap it is. You better have something on, you know?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. You know what? If you're gonna go out there and you can't afford it, and you're riding a unicycle, it's better to, you know what? If you got $300 in your account and it costs you $50, guess what? It's better than your doctor's or hospital bill that you're about to receive.
But
one fall and that's it.
You can go to Walmart. You know what I'm saying? You can go to Walmart and buy a rollerblade kit. And I think it was like $30 or something like that. And it had the wrist guards, the knee pads, and the elbow pads. That's what I started. I was like, boop, throw them on. And then I upgraded a little at a time. But I still got some wrist guards that are from a rollerblade kit because I like them because they're strong, but they're not that big. And I'm like, you got to have something on, man. So we don't want to beat a dead horse, but I legitimately want to make sure that everybody knows, and everybody thinks about that because it breaks my heart when I see something like I saw today and that dude fell, man. There you go, TSG. Yep.
Always know. These are customized MPS.
There you go. The MPS crew. So I do got a couple people saying stuff in here, and obviously I appreciate you guys, holding the conversations down in the comments too, until we can get back to you. But so somebody said, yeah, King Song in soft mode sucks. Jesse says soft mode sucks.
King Song's a great topic,
Well, we'll get to that.
King Song all day.
Yeah, we're gonna get to that. That's definitely. And of course, and Paul says TSG pass all the way. Uh, I mean, there's a lot of gear, y'all. I mean, honestly, I don't say what's the best gear, because to me, the best gear is like the best camera. The best camera is the camera that you got. The best gear is the gear that you're wearing. You know what I mean? Just wear it. Let's see. Some Cyber Wheel says sell the helmet and get something better. See, come on, y'all. Honestly, EVX is here. What's up, brother?
Honestly,
yo, look at what EVX said.
I've fallen, so.
EVX said that MSX looks slow. VT. That MSX. He said it looks slow.
Hey, you leave my MSX alone.
So let me scroll back, because one person did put a question in here with a Q. Oh, he's asking about the Ruroc, the helmets.
All right. So the Ruroc, actually, I haven't owned one, but I have had people in the group that had one. They've fallen, and the thing had snapped off, and the actual piece jabbed him and made him bleed.
Oh, wow.
So that's the reason why he sold it right away. Sorry for whoever bought it if you watched. It was no ill intentions.
Too late, Vin. Too late.
But, hey, he cleaned it though. Okay, there was no blood left. All that matters.
Yeah.
But those helmets are designed for the snow. Unless you're gonna buy like one that's dot rated, that's for motorcycles, then maybe yes. But those are specifically designed for snow. So
yeah,
yes, they're better than nothing. But at that price range, I think you can go somewhere else.
Yeah.
To protect yourself.
Yeah, and I mean, do a lot of research, but ultimately it comes down to something that has decent protection and something that is something that you like. Because if you don't like the gear, you ain't gonna wear it. I'm telling you right now. I don't care if you buy the best gear there is and it costs a whole bunch of money. If you don't like the way it looks, you don't like the way it fits, you don't like the way it feels, you ain't gonna wear it. I'm telling you, because when you go to run out the house, you're gonna be like, man, I don't feel like putting that on. That's exactly what happens, because you don't like it. So don't do it. Buy something that you think you're gonna like, that other people buy that they like. So this dude, he cracking me up here. Opinionated Uploads. He says, I put gear on just to watch this.
Oh, we appreciate you even watching. So.
That's right. We appreciate y'all watching in here. Definitely. So, and let me see. I don't know what happened here, but this says, well, I'm not going to count that. Let's see. Tashawn's in the house. What's up, brother? Yo. He says, VT represent, bro.
We're about to see Tashawn this coming week. We're setting up an epic little get together for a short ride.
Okay.
Who knows? You might see some new content from your boy Tashawn here. Who knows?
Yes. He said he is coming up in the first week of June, so we're looking for it. I don't know is he coming there? Oh, I don't know. You might have to tell me when. So let's see. We got quite a few others in here. Tashawn's James noticed he was in the house. I don't know about this helmet. Just bought a demo Podium MTB helmet. You know about those, Vin?
I've never heard of those.
No, me either.
I actually I bought mine when I started e-boarding on a boosted, and I had a TSG, so I just kept it throughout. So I just recently had it redone and painted. So
yeah,
I don't feel the need. But you know what? It's getting hot. It was only like 75 today or 70 degrees, and you felt it. Little less ventilation in the winter. It's a blessing.
Right.
Fall, it's great. But come the summertime, I think I'm gonna need to invest in another helmet, maybe like with the holes in it.
Yeah.
The motocross.
Yeah. I have one of those because of that. So I mean, if you those people, if there's anybody in here, most of you guys that are in the chat, you guys ride, so you know what's up already. But if you're not sure, if you watch I got the safety video and then helmet video, and I go through a couple of the helmets I got. Not like mine are the best or nothing, but just to give you ideas of other things that you can look at, because motocross has some good gear that works well for us, and they have some really ventilated gear.
So what works well for some too? A fedora. If you just have a fedora, that saves the fight. So if you don't have either of those, make sure you get yourself a fedora, a nice one.
No, you gotta have the magic fedora. Tashawn's fedora is magic, right, Tashawn? He said, "You already know." Oh man. So all right. So we're gonna push forward, and we got a couple people asking us to talk about some things. But I want to start with some more positive stuff before we get on to that. So which EUC with suspension would you say? If you had to pick right now, would you say the S18 or the V11?
Hands down, V11.
Yeah, you in the same camp with me. Okay.
V11, it's looking, it looks a little bit bulkier up top. I'm not sure how I feel about that. But I'm loving the headlight, the backlight, the thicker tire. I'm hoping it's not so much of a Z10 feel, because I wasn't a fan of the Z10. But I'm going to sacrifice everything else for the range, 1500 watt hour.
Okay.
Which is, I'm still not thrilled about. But if I had to choose between the two, it would be that.
Yeah.
Sure.
I agree. I think it's better than the alternative. I don't think it's going to be for you guys. Like, I mean, you are known as you're known as the Dominic Toretto of wheels.
I don't know how that started.
It started from a Fees. A Fees started that. He ain't even in here yet. Yeah. But the guys like you and a lot of guys in the crew there that ride real fast, I can see you guys, a lot of them skipping this because it doesn't have that speed. But because the V11 pushed it up to at least, to give us at least the 35 miles per hour, and they put the better cells in there, that last minute. I don't know if the S18 is going to try and, torque it up at the end and try and all of a sudden.
Wise, I would say the King Sound looks better.
I think so. I think so too. I think it looks like a sports car. You're not going to lie. It looks better. But
reminds me of a sports bike, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Like a Ninja or something. But when I look at the specs and stuff, when I look at what's what, and plus, like I said, I said in the last couple live streams, I have been waiting for another Emotion wheel because the V10F was just nowhere near enough. So I wasn't going to invest in that. And I love Emotion. I really do. I know that they're not one of the top ends for speed at all, but their quality, the way they make their wheels, their lights, I absolutely love. I think they make the best lights out of anybody, and their durability. I don't know if this one's going to ship with a sleeve cover like the others did, but I know that I was a big fan. So I'm hoping that it's, the same way. So we'll see. All right. So you answered this. You said answer the same way that I did. Let's see. Oh, this was a question. What's the fastest you've gone on EUC?
Fastest, 47.6.
47.6. Got you. Okay.
Yeah. I didn't have a helmet on, so I couldn't see anymore at that point. It was really cold.
Yo,
I had to
you say that, and my heart just dropped. I'm like, whoo,
40. No, I think that saved me. Honestly, I think not having a helmet there once saved me.
Why?
Because since I couldn't see, the tears were coming back and freezing. It was one of the colder days of the winter, which I'm still blessed to not cut out there because cold and the cells don't really go along too well.
Okay.
I stopped because I couldn't see anymore. And when I stopped and looked, I was like, holy crap. Thank God I didn't have a helmet, because I think I would have kept pushing because it didn't feel like it.
Oh, see, and that's the scary part about the wheels, is that when you're really vibing and feeling it and getting it in, and then you don't know how fast you're going, it's scary. So
yeah, absolutely. You can get lost real fast. That's why you see these videos of these guys in the tunnel.
Yeah.
You lose track of your speed really fast.
Yeah, that's for sure. So okay, he says V11 34, yep, 35. Yep. Love lightest full. Yeah, the lightest
Sure.
helmet with the most full face. That's what you want, but you want the protection. You want to have, you want to, if you got a visor on it, you want it break away so it doesn't hurt you. But you know, there's different options. I mean, I love mine, my Steel Bird, because it's so light. But you know, that TSG. Only reason I went with Steel Bird instead of TSG, I love that full mirrored. It had more of a mirror, plus it was cheaper because the TSG
I
was.
think it has to do with a lot of your head shape too. Because
Yes.
my buddy, I was looking at a Spielberg, and I told him about it. I said, "Hey, if you want to get some, let's order some." The next time I saw him, he had it. He's like, "Hey, I ordered it," and he put it on. He put it on, and it was so funny because I made fun of him. It came up to his
Yeah.
his whole chin
Yes.
was exposed.
Yeah, that is a problem.
And
That's a problem in that helmet.
yeah,
It is. And I
So-
didn't know it either because sometimes when I put mine on, if I don't rock it forward, it does. It comes up to right here so you can kind of see the bottom of my chin. So I rock it forward a little bit and let it sit underneath it, but I wanted it a little bit longer in the jaw. So, but that's the way it's designed. You're right. Okay, so let me see. Well, that's a good question. When you're filming stuff, what do you use? If you're filming yourself or whatever, what camera are you using?
Generally, I'm just literally using my GoPro 7 Black.
Okay.
So I'm getting lazy because I had it on a gimbal. I'm not just showing by any means. I wish I had the editing patience and the skill to hold that camera like that. But it's tough, man. It's tough out there. Even holding that little GoPro sometimes on the gimbal, you lose track of what's in front of you.
Yeah.
So that's basically what I'm using. If not, and I get real lazy, which I've been, I just literally am holding the clip with my hand or clipping it on my shoulder strap. And that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Not doing nothing fancy.
Well, honestly, that's why I went to the 360 cameras, because I like the idea that I can just put it out there and I don't have to worry about it and I can just go. And then later on in the edit, I can find what I want, and that's why I'm using that, because the GoPro was dope and it had a little bit better picture for me. But when because I have the 8 and I was loving it, but trying to make sure that you have yourself in frame, or you go buy something, you're like, oh, that was dope, I wanted to get that. I don't have to worry about that no more with 360, so that's why I do it. But Tashawn is masterful with that camera. I have no idea how he gets the stuff that he gets going as fast as he goes.
Oh, I know how he does it. I can't do it. That is different. But I see him. I'm just like, look at this guy. He's like, one foot is like hanging off the left wall, and he's just like hanging down, looking backwards. Hat's flying off. He's not even worrying about it. That hat's flown off so many times.
Yeah.
I can't tell you. I stopped counting.
I don't know how he does it. I really don't know how he does it. But Tashawn, we salute you again, brother. Magic with the camera and the magic fedora, man. Just crazy. All right. So somebody else said here, what do you think about the veteran wheel?
All right, veteran wheel. I'm excited to ride it. I heard it's gonna take me to 50 miles an hour. I'm excited with the battery capacity. Who's not excited with a more durable shell?
Right.
Who knows what's gonna hold up in a crash? How many things it's gonna accumulate? Will that affect anything inside? Who knows?
Yeah.
We don't know any of that. But what's on paper is amazing.
Yeah, it looks good. It does. It looks good.
Yeah.
Did you see the video? I think it was today or last night they posted a video of them climbing a hill on it. And I was like, okay, it didn't really give us much because the guy came towards you and then went up the hill. And it wasn't really like, you couldn't tell how steep. You couldn't. So I was like, it didn't really do much for me. It didn't give me anything more. Excuse me. But I know that people are talking about the specs and saying, but it's how we do. We have hope for better. We just want faster.
What is that? Like a 2,500 watt motor?
Supposed to be. I think that's what it said. I know it was supposed to be. At least it's 2,500 watt. It can't be any lower than that from what they were saying. So
yeah.
So I'm hoping and praying. So let's see what else we got here. Well, let me go back over here. No.
Power trip, beer me.
No, this is something that we're gonna talk about um when it comes to some other things, but the future of EUC. What do you think? Or what are you looking for? You just said it, and I'm assuming that's it. But if okay, let's put it this way: VT made a wheel. What's VT's wheel? What's its capabilities? What does it do? What does it look like?
All right. So being that I've owned the 3108, so I know what that feels like in weight. I would say it gets ridiculous after a certain point when it comes to range, unless the technology of cells is going to just be better, which obviously less weight with more capacity. But we're not there yet. So as of now, with what we have,
But we're talking
I would
future.
say
We're talking future, Vin. If you could have
future.
what you want,
So
what is it? What does it look like?
I want half the weight of cells. I want double the range. I don't want to skimp out on the weight either, because I'm still going to stack it, make it weigh exactly the same that they weigh it like now. Which means I'm going to be able to go what?
Around the country?
You'll be able to do. You know what? If you let us, I think we tried. We're already planning something crazy right now. We're trying to go like there's a path that goes all the way to Florida. So
come on, man.
Hey, it's COVID time. We got some of us have the time right now to do it, I guess.
Okay. Yeah. I normally when I hear good stuff, I'm like, all right, let me know. But yeah, I'm not doing that.
Hey, one of the guys out here in Boston, Archie, he did like a external pack in his in his backpack. I think he did like 200 some miles or something like that. He did something wild. It was a lot.
Yeah, but Archie's contraption, he looks like a UFO or something. He got the backpack with the wire and the lights and the for real. People stop and go, "What the hell?" Because the first time I rode with him and he lit up, I was like, "Holy crap!" I wasn't ready.
I like that, but you know what? I don't know if I could have all that, because I had shed lights mounted in the wrong positioning, and I could just see the glare of the light.
Oh,
so I don't
that's
know if
not
that affects
good.
them at all. But I remember that bothering the hell out of me.
Yeah, that's not good. You don't want nothing messing with your vision. Not while you riding that fast. No. Okay, so let's see. How often? Okay, here's a question you might want to answer here. How often do you guys have to tighten the axle bolts on the 3100 monsters?
All right. So my personal experience, I've ridden it 2,500 miles. No issues at all. No, it wasn't loose. I was riding downstairs and everything. I was literally doing up curbs, and it never got loose. I mean, I only weigh what, like 180, 190, maybe 200 tops with all my gear.
Right.
I mean, but some of these guys, I mean, they weigh a little bit more. I don't know if they're like jumping off of stuff or what are they doing, but they definitely have had a few times, 2 to 3 times. But if you do it the right way to begin with, I mean, I would recommend just taking apart your wheel to begin with. And if you just Loctite everything that you think that's going to come loose,
right,
you're not going to have those issues at all. So that's what I would do. If I was going to keep the monster, I would just Loctite it, let it sit a day, and that's never coming off on you.
So when you had the monster, when you first you had the regular monster that because the 3100 is modded, right? That's the
only one I've had.
Oh, okay. That's the only one you've had. Okay, because I have the 1845, and I'm like, it's not modded, so it doesn't have that extra weight, and I'm not really worried about it. But like I said, I weigh a good bit, so I'm like, I don't know. So I don't even know the feeling that I would, it would feel like when it comes loose. But hey, I'm gonna find out because I'm definitely riding it.
It's like you'll hear it too. It's like almost like a clicking noise.
Yeah. Well, I had it on a Tesla. I had a Tesla before, and it kept coming loose, and I had to keep tightening it, and it was a problem. So I know that if it's like that, then I'm gonna feel it because as soon as it got loose enough. Plus, it would buck. It was so weird that Tesla. It would start going. Duk, 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 duk. I was like, whoa, what the hell? So yeah, I didn't keep that one.
Got rid of it? It's gone?
Oh yeah, gone, gone.
So you could have brought it to my man's shop right here, powertrip.nyc. He'll fix anything.
If I knew, if I knew, I would have brought it. And I was at the time. That was when I first started riding. I came there once, and I was trying to meet up with EVX. But actually, when I was coming there trying to meet up with Mickey, I had already sold it because I had the 16X. But when I had the Tesla, I hadn't reached out to any of you guys. So I was like, I don't know anybody who can fix this. And Jason was like, and E-Wheels, he was like, hey, you can send it to me. And he was going to fix it for me, but it was going to cost, like, I don't know, $500 to send it and new shell and fix it because the shell was messed up and the shipping.
I would have got rid of it too.
Yeah, I was like, nah, I'm not putting more into this, not that much more. So I said, nah, it's not worth it. So I had to move on.
Knowing what you know now, would you have kept it and fixed it up a little?
Yes. 110%, because I would have brought it right up there to one of you guys up there and had somebody do some work on it, but that's before, networking. Now that I've spoken to a lot of you guys and stuff, I'm like, I'm quick to reach out. Hey, I need help. You know what I mean? But back then I didn't know anybody. So I was like, I don't know if these guys.
When you first start this, Sahabi, and you open the thing up, I mean, it's just a circuit board and a bunch of wires everywhere. So you're just like, holy shit, where do I even start? You know what I mean? What do I do? Simple time change some guys is like super, it's super hard. It's impossible. So like they'll bring it straight here for a tire change.
Yeah.
He's done many of those.
Well, see, that's what I mean. So I mean, now you say that, it gives me another option. Let me see. Axle bolts, external battery. Jerry says the external battery is not safe in a crash. We know that. We actually mentioned that. I think I said it to him. I was like, man, if you crash, you might be toast. I can see you. But who knows? I don't know. He didn't.
Don't fall.
Yeah, he didn't crash with it, I guess. So we're good. Excuse me. Did 1,200 miles. Jerry said he had to tighten his at 1,200 miles. And Kamikaze Joe says he never tightened it. So, I mean, I guess it just.
Kamikaze Joe, we know what happened to him. So I don't know. I don't know if we could take his opinion on
it. Okay. What happened to him? I don't remember.
He was the guy that cut out, and his monster blew to pieces in the tunnel.
That was his. Okay, we're not gonna count that.
That could have been an axle issue. You don't know.
Yeah, we're not gonna count that. We don't know. Let's see. All right, I hear some more comments. You could theoretically have let me put this on the screen. See what he's saying. You could theoretically have every extra battery capacity in your backpack and connect them to your wheel in parallel to give more range. Yeah, that's what we were talking about. Panda, Archie in Boston, he's done that. He has a battery in his backpack and he connected it and rode like, I don't even know how many miles he rode. So yeah, we know he's done it. I ain't doing that. I'm not connecting external battery pack to the wheel.
I mean, to do, he was doing more like a range test, like a what if ride. So
right.
Like, I would strap that to my back to do a what if ride and what I could do with this at 10 miles an hour.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't have my back on a normal group ride because I know I'm going to be hitting 45 miles an hour. There's no shot you're strapping that to my back.
Oh, so, and then Dave Wood said, any tips for riding in 30-mile-per-hour winds? I'm gonna say don't, but if it is windy and you got no choice, I mean, unfortunately with the wind, you're gonna have to lean into it a little bit, and that puts you at a further disadvantage. So,
I mean, I've ridden in tornado warnings, and they all called me crazy and stupid for it. But at the end of the day, I figured, hey, if I can ride in this condition when it gets windy out, I'm not gonna freak out. I'm not gonna fall. When it gets nice out, I'm definitely not going to have an issue.
Right.
So that's why I did these things. So, I mean, I tend to ride with like almost like I keep my upper body like still, and I kind of like use my lower body when it gets a little bit windier.
Okay.
I don't know if you've ridden with me, you probably have seen it and like picked up on some of the things I've done when it gets super windy. Uh, some guys are just getting like totally controlled with the wind, but there's a way to combat it. But it's again knowing the counterbalance of the wheel and exactly what to do with it, even
Right.
if it like it requires going this way, but you know you can't just lean like because you know there's wind. There's
Yeah.
other ways to do it. There's other ways to manipulate that wheel and keep your body exactly still because your feet are controlling it still. It's
Yep.
not just your legs; you can control it with your feet. Um,
And it's
so it's
nerve
different.
wracking. It's nerve wracking when you're riding in that really windy weather. And it's a scary feeling.
Yeah,
So, I mean, VT's right. If you ride in windy weather, then when there's no wind, you're gonna be even more brave, and it'll help your skills. But honestly, when it's real windy, it's scary. Um, Kamikaze saying the secret is to put the wind behind you. The problem with that is that depending on where you're going, you can't always put the wind behind you. So especially you're in the city and you turn down a street that it's a wind tunnel, and you're gonna turn around and go back the other way. I mean, it's not always easy to do that, so it's tough. I know that I've ridden in a windy condition briefly because I don't do it much, but and then I remember went past the building and got hit with a crosswind, and I was like, "Oh, okay, time to go home. Time to go home." I was like, "Yeah, it's not worth it. I'm going home." So
well, I like when it pushes me though. So it's like
yes,
you're just like trying to go, and all of a sudden it's no effort, and you're just going.
yeah,
That's fun. But
yeah,
when you're
it
trying
is.
to go, and it's just all of a sudden like you hit a wall, and it's
Yep.
like slows you down to nothing. You're trying, and you can't go anywhere. That's what I don't like.
Yeah, yeah. When it feels like you're like you're on a slippery floor and your feet are slipping. I'm like, why is this taking so long?
Like you try what you want, but it's like not allowing you to go.
Yeah.
You do get that gust sometimes.
Kamikaze Joe said the wheel that exploded is right next to you.
Of course, because
Yeah.
it's the best place it could be. There was only nobody else knew what to do with it. So Power Trip took it in. We're gonna fully refurbish it to brand new again, and make sure nobody ever hurts it again.
Kamikaze says, "Show the wheel." But don't worry about it. I don't want you to get up and be moving around all that. Don't worry about it. Um, let me see. Daily
Back there.
Lewis Charles NYC. He says, if you're a daily rider, maybe monthly. I don't think he might have been answering a question. I don't know. Yeah.
Maybe what the Axel I think he's talking about.
Uh, Damn Lexus said. He said, "Do you still have the wheel? I'll buy it from you." He must be able to fix it.
Yeah, it's being refurbished now. Pretty much it's going to be revamped and checked out, make sure everything's all right, which everything's fine. It's pretty much cosmetic damage. So pretty much it's just a little bit of knowledge, a little bit of wrench work, a couple pieces to be restored, and the thing's going to be ready to go again.
Okay. So, Jerry, I'm gonna hook you up, Jerry. Jerry says he's got a 3108 for sale. I don't know if anyone's looking for one. Oh, what are you 3D printing back there, Vin?
All right, so back here we got Power Trip stuff. He is printing stands. We are doing EUC stands. We've been seeing them too high priced out on the internet, so we're more about helping everybody in the community.
Okay.
So anybody that wants it, we're gonna guarantee beat anybody's price, and you're gonna get just as good as a stand as anybody else is out there.
Okay.
And he's doing an array of things, so it's really gonna be what his imagination.
Is that the stand? So. Is that the white stand behind you? That your MSX is on?
Yep, absolutely.
Okay. Got you. All right, so let me see. Got that. I guess I'm a little behind in the comments. Let me catch up. What is the best Gotway for speed and range?
Best Gotway for speed and range, I would say MSX 100 volt, 2200 watt hour. It's a modded wheel, so some may have problems finding it. If you're in NYC, you'll know exactly where to look.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as as far as speed and range, yeah, that's the best wheel. This is my third one.
Right. Okay.
They told me that they would stop making them today. I wouldn't get rid of this. I would keep it for as long as it can run.
Got you. My problem still with that is the height is so low. I can't. I have trouble sitting that low. That's why I went with the Monster. That's why I grabbed this big boy over here, because I was like, I tried U strides, and I was like, okay, I can sit on it, but the knees ain't great. The knees ain't great. But so you obviously, MSX to you is the best. Now, doesn't that 3108 Monster get better range?
It's better range, but what in my experience with it, I was making it beep, like 36, 37. We did the deadlift spin test, and it fell short of the V2 Monster's top end speed. Exactly what it was, I don't recall, but I do know that the V2 Monsters are definitely faster than the V3s and the V4s. And I literally, I think I probably broke 40 a couple of times on that wheel, not knowing it. But it was nothing like ever close to the mid 40s. MSX all day. I could hit the mid 40s all day.
So the MSX is really because the MSX is a lot easier to push to speed, right?
Yeah, for most. But it wasn't the acceleration that was the issue, because the Monster can accelerate pretty much just as fast. I've taken that same 3108 and drag raced another rider on an MSX. So it's really not so much. I mean, most cases, I would say it's the rider, not the wheel.
Okay.
The wheel just takes a bit different manipulations just so you can get it going.
Right.
But as far as top end speed, I saw a big difference there. I didn't want to push it. I didn't want to break it. That was the main issue. I wasn't afraid of the speed. I was afraid of what I would do to the wheels. So I never really pushed it further than 40-ish on that wheel, because I heard it beeping already at 36, 37.
Okay.
Every time I hit a bump, it would beep. So.
Okay. So, I mean, because I just got mine, and I'm loving it because it's bigger, and I know I'm getting more range out of it. But I really noticed the speed difference, or the acceleration and torque difference between the two, between the 16X and the Monster. I'm gonna do a video real quick, probably in the next couple of days, just as for my initial response. But that's my initial feeling, is that when that's the big difference. Like I can get, I've only been up to 33.8 or something like that, and I didn't feel it. Like I was like, oh man, that was easy, but getting there, it did take more time. So I was.
So like you ever tip your wheel on accident to the left or the right when you're holding it, and it just like gets all swirly and gets all crazy?
Yeah.
So pretty much, if you can reenact that while you're on the wheel to the left and the right, that's what the Monster. What I have found, that's what it wanted to go. So it wasn't like a straight. Let me just go straight and gun it. No. So me, I pulled a lot of those moves to make it go. Gotcha. I found doing that made it just literally way more responsive.
Okay.
That was my experience.
See, now thanks for the tip. See, I was gonna ask some people and try and see who could give me the best tips for it, because being new to it, I love the wheel and I want to push it more and more. Let me see. Excel is learn, get power pad. Yeah, EVX. I'm gonna get some power pads soon. Let me see. 1 year and a couple weeks. Okay. Yellow Hammer can. Yeah. Okay. So EVX. He said you never opened a wheel in your life, Vinny. Don't let you fool us.
That's right. If I get a flat tire, I'm selling it.
So that's no BS. That's real. That's real.
You know what? I tell these guys repairing it, listen, stop making fun of me, because you don't want me to start opening these wheels. I'm so OCD when I do things. I'll do it better than you. I just personally, I would rather play with my dog. I'd rather sit on my couch and do nothing for 20 minutes because I don't get to do that often.
Right.
Uh,
Right.
so I'll let that, these guys do that. I like to ride. So my wheel, I like to either ride or do my riding or have my personal life. I don't really like to just open my wheel and tinker with it. My one boy live after every ride, he's opening his Nikola. He takes it all to pieces for whatever reason. I don't know why. So if you need any work on a Nikola, he's an expert.
Now, let's see. Teach you how to ride. How much do you? Damn Lexus says, how much do you charge to teach how to ride?
So, you know what? If you have your own wheel, I'll teach it for free. I'll get out here.
Yeah.
But normally, I don't know, I'll take a couple beers and a nice meal, I'd rather, if you don't have that, you know what, you'll get me to teach you anyway. But since you think to me say that, don't cheat me out on my beer and my pizza. I definitely, I'd rather see more riders on the road than not. So
Right, me too. Me
money's
too.
great, but I would rather have the community grow amongst it all. So
I agree with that.
over.
So Vin, I'm getting a lot of people saying that they want to see that monster. Is it possible for you to show it real quick? I don't know how bad of a shape it's in.
All right, Power Trip, can we get that monster?
You know, they want to see how bad it was with the ejection battery.
Okay, all right. We'll see next to you. Oh, look. No, you got it.
Wow, Jonathan Torres. Wow, those some strong comments.
Stop. That to turn it on. All right.
So, where's the damage?
All right. So pretty much, the damage was it just split. Do you want me to explain it? So come on, me. I'm gonna let the repair tech Power Trip come over and explain exactly what was broken and what was repaired. Watch the cord.
Talk to us, man. Talk to us.
Monsters. Okay, so B3 shells, first of all, they're way better than B1s, relatively better than the B2s. But they all have the same issue on the top. This thing hits the ground, it's done. It's splitting. There's no way around it. You know, you're not gonna really protect it. You can put shells on it or whatever. It's still not gonna work. But so when this thing fell, the battery on this side completely ejected, and the shell split in half. I hollowed out the inside. I put some aluminum spacers in there. I put bolts through it. So now technically it's stronger than it was. Replaced the motherboard, patched up the batteries, fixed up the strips on the cell, and what else did I do? Oh, replaced. I had a V2 monster. Actually, my monster. Then my monster was never mind. I crashed it. Had to replace the shell and parts. So all the parts I happen to have. But yeah, no, that's it runs fine. I like it.
Okay, so it's ready to go.
Yeah, it's ready to go. I'm keeping it for now because I'm playing with it, but it'll be for sale very soon.
Okay.
You can go to VTF.
Use at powertrip.nyc for a discount.
Okay. All right. So if you want the ejection battery model of the monster, you can buy it. Somebody said close the curtains. that don't matter. All right. So Vinny, somebody in here said, boy, how he has grown. So do you feel you've grown a lot? You feel you've grown a lot in this 1 year?
Absolutely. So, I had this conversation. I still have it with everybody. I'm still learning. As much as, I get the praise for whatever I'm doing, I still feel like I'm out there learning every day. That's why I ride so much.
Okay.
There's always something that I'm learning every day. It's just different foot positionings, different scenarios, different speed scenarios. You know,
Okay.
you could always put yourself in a different predicament every day. And that those are the things that you're gonna train yourself not to panic, because ultimately that's why you fall off of an EUC is panic.
Okay. So continuing to learn and push it. Got you.
Yep,
Okay. So
absolutely.
one of the things I want to do real quick, for those that are still in the chat there, I have these stickers here. Wheel Life. So
I need one of those.
yeah. So what I want, I'm gonna throw the link in the description. And there's a code. You use Cobra code 1, and you get 20% off. And the t-shirts, there's t-shirts, there's stickers. I think I even got phone cases. I think, but for right now, everybody in the comments right now, if you guys type sticker, just type sticker in the comments, and I'm gonna number you guys, and then I'm gonna have Vinny pick a number, and somebody's gonna win one of these right now. And you can pick which color you want. These are the 3 colors I have. You know, my lime green that I always rock with, and then the red that I'm wearing right
And
now.
we'll throw stickers too, and we'll collab on that giveaway.
Definitely. I like that. So if you want a sticker, just type sticker. Okay, there we go. So I'm gonna take these down real quick, and then I'm gonna have Vin, like I said, pick a number, and then whoever's that number is gonna win. I hate waiting, so I'm just gonna do it right now. Let's see. So Vin, what's your next wheel?
My next wheel, I want to try. I've been in contact with some of the makers of that veteran wheel.
Okay.
I want to hopefully get one out here, because I've been getting a ton of people asking me to, what do I think and what do I. So I just reached out to them. Hopefully we'll get our demo out here, so I can give some free demos to the city.
Right.
But if not, I think I'd pick one of those up anyway.
Okay.
Just for the fact that it's the only wheel that's promising almost 50 miles an hour,
Right.
with no range reduction.
Right.
So I mean, I had that conversation with someone the other day. They're like, oh well, I had said something about King Song, and they came in and took all offense to it, and they said, well, you'll never like King Song just because of the top speed. No, that's not why I wouldn't. I'm not happy with what they did, just because if you're not going to go up in the speed, that's fine.
Right.
31's plenty fast, but you can't go down on range.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. I don't understand that.
1100. It's not like you're decreasing my range from a 31. That's what I did. I decreased from a 3108 to a 2200. I'm fine with it, because 2200 is more than enough. But you can't decrease. I'm used to a 1600 watt hour wheel now for the general public. That's what everybody has. Now you're gonna bring it down to 1100. What are we supposed to do with that?
Yeah, and honestly, when you're already I think once you elevate, you can't then bring it back down. It's like you have to keep
absolutely.
going forward.
That would be a great starter wheel, in my opinion. So, because you won't know any better, you won't know that you need to. You don't know that you want to go that far yet.
Right.
You're still discovering, if you're even gonna like the thing.
Right.
But as far as a person that's been riding, I don't think that they would choose that wheel for a range situation or even a speed situation, because it's neither.
No,
so I think the veteran will be a big hit, just because it's in a class of its own. As far as the shell, speed, and range.
Right. Excuse me. All right. So again, if you already typed sticker, don't type it again. But if you haven't typed it, go ahead and type sticker if you want to get one of these stickers here. And Vin's gonna throw in a sticker too. So Vin, but my question is, what about the bulkiness of the veteran? Because I'm looking at it and I'm not sure. Obviously, it's not at the end. Lost them. Then I don't know what happened. You cut out. There you go. All right, you good? Oh, hold on. I got no sound on you. Your phone cut out there. Your sound. I got no sound on you. Try it again. No, nothing. No, I still don't hear. Hold on. Okay. Okay, you gonna switch up? Okay. Vin's gonna switch phones here for a second. We're gonna give him a second. Go ahead, switch out, Vinny. All right, so stickers again. Like I said, if you tuned out for a second, we have these here. You can pick which color you want. I'm gonna send it to you. And Vin's got an MPS sticker he's gonna send you also. So if you type sticker in there, we got a few. If we can get him back up, I think his phone, I don't know if his phone died or what, but he cut out on us. He's gonna try and get back to us in a second. So let's see. Yeah, let's get this veteran tested. I agree. I know that there is no way. Okay, hold on. I'm getting another call here. No, he's calling the other one. All right. Okay. I see you. Mic check. No, I can't hear you. Still can't hear you. Hold on. Mute, unmute. No, it's not me. It's on your end. Yeah, I got nothing. Technical difficulties, people. Sorry. This is what happens when you live. 100% live. So yeah, I don't know what's going on with the sound on his end. So what we're gonna do here? Oh, he's got a technician coming in. Can you hear me? Vinny, can you hear me? You can? Okay. Give me a number from 1 through 6. 3? Okay. All right, so 3 is Marks Nissen. All right, I think that's how you say it. Let me scroll back and see here. Oh boy. Here, let me scroll back. All right, then do me a favor, call me back. Try it again. Try one more time. Okay, because I still can't hear you. I'm gonna exit out of this and then pull you back in. I don't know what happened on his end because my sound is working perfect. All right, so scrolling back, let's see. It was Marcus Nilsson. That's it. Marcus, I scribbled fast. Marcus Nilsson. So Marcus, type in the comments. Let me know you're still there. Just say what's up. Marcus Nilsson. He picked your number. All right, he's trying to call again. Okay. Hit the camera, Vin. Vinny, if you can hear me on the other end, hit your camera. I can't see you or hear you. Okay, down the bottom. Marcus. There you go. Oh, yeah. Marcus is in Sweden. I'm sorry. I meant to say, yes, this is for US. So since Marcus is not able to, he's in Sweden, and trying to send it there might be difficult, especially right now with everything that's going on. So here, I'm going to put us back over here for a second. So we're moving on to the next one. The next one was opinionated uploads. Opinionated uploads. You still in the house? Let us know where you're from. Make sure we can send it to you. Opinionated uploads. You still there? You still there, brother? Here, I'm gonna see if I can close this out. And there we go. All right. Let's try it again. You there? Then I see you now. I can see you again, but I still can't hear you. You there? Okay, so opinionated uploads. Jersey, got you. So do me a favor, brother. Go to email me at ThaBlackCobra@yahoo.com. THA BlackCobra@yahoo.com. You can see how the name's spelled on the screen. Send me your address, brother, and we'll send you the stickers. So opinionated uploads is the winner. And it just happened to be we popped up a couple of your comments already, so we appreciate you. Jersey's real close. That's right. All right, so again, I'm gonna put in the bottom because it looks like we're still having trouble getting Vin back in here. I don't know why. I can see him, but you guys can't. So whatever happened on his phone on that end is not allowing him to come back in. So unfortunately, we're gonna probably have to wrap it up with Vin for the day. And I am so sorry about that. I know that there was a couple more questions that people had for him. And we'll have to have him back on another episode. He's still trying to get back in, so we're gonna try one more time. No, now we're still not getting a picture. Anyway, so like I said, I am going to do my best to try and get Vin back on, even if I have to pull him back into one of my other live streams. But if you guys I hope you guys enjoy the conversation that we're having here. I really appreciate you guys popping in the comments. It's important that we continue the conversations together. And like I said, Wheel Life, I'm pushing these out, shirt stickers and all that, just like, because like Vin said, the more of us out there, the better. And that's what I like about it. I like getting more people interested in this hobby, this field, this sport, whatever you want to call it. I truly like getting more people involved because the more people that are involved in this, the more of us that are out there, the more mainstream it will become. Excuse me. And that's what I'm hoping for. I'm getting 2 calls at the same time. Can you hear me, Vin? Yeah, I can hear you. I mean, you can hear me, but I still can't hear you. I don't know why. So, like I was saying, we are going to continue this. I am going to put links to Vin's channels. I'm going to put links, as always, down in the description down below. You can rewatch this at a later time, and we'll try again to get Vinny back in. And if you're interested in grabbing any of these, because he has some stickers. Also, EVX put out some new merch today, and I appreciate what he's putting on the back of that. And I apologize, people, because I was hoping the next thing I was going to bring up, I was hoping to get to the King Song issue. And I know that a couple of you wanted me to bring that up and talk about that with Vinny, because that's a crazy issue. I can't believe that they seem to be trying to speed shame people because their wheels are not the fastest wheels, and they're maintaining their speed. I don't know what is going on with that, but I know that it's not fair to try and shame people into doing into riding the speed that you think they should ride. I think that the faster wheels are getting better. I think that if we continue to produce better wheels, the speed is only gonna increase. So I think that's what we should be headed. Durability and speed. Again, I see you, Vin, but I can't hear you. Yeah. No. And I'm going to hold on a second. Hold on. Let me try. No, you're still not coming through. Um, yeah, I have no idea what happened. Yeah, we don't know what happened on that end. He's tried from like 3 different phones, and for whatever reason, I can't hear anything on his end. He can hear me, but I can't hear him, so you guys wouldn't be able to hear him either. Um, hey, Vin.
Hey, so I think it's on your end because we're using from phone to phone and calling each other on different accounts, and we're getting audio.
Okay.
I'll put the video on my phone and talk to him there.
Okay, so hang on a second. We'll try one more time. I'll try to shut it down and give you an opportunity to call back in. Okay?
Yep. All right.
All right, so he's saying that they're calling each other and it's able to work. So let's see. See if I can shut this down from this end. The only thing is, because we have the live stream going, I can't completely shut it down. So whatever disconnected him, let's see. All right, try it again, Ven. No. Try it one more time. Hang it up and try it again. There you go. Okay, so I'm sorry to be pulling my attention from you guys. I know you guys are watching there, and I'm trying to get him back in because I wanted him to really talk about this issue as well, and get the point of view, not just mine. I can hear
Can you
you.
hear me?
If I take these off and pull this out. All right, so mic check, Vin.
All right, mic check.
Okay.
I'm back.
All right. I think you're back in effect. All right. Oh, no way. Oh, it's showing. Can you guys still see here? Can you still see me on one of their phones? Can they pull up the live stream? Because on oh, there it goes. Yep, it's showing again. It was showing that it was off, but we're back. All right.
Okay, we're back.
All right, we're back in effect. VT's back in the house.
All right, sorry about that. I don't know what happened, but the audio just cut out on one end.
Yeah. Okay. So what I was saying then, I started to talk about the King Song issue and how they're trying to speed shame. And I thought the issues with King Song, I thought were only with one guy. I thought only Marco Madpack had issues, real issues with them. Now I'm hearing about the wrong way thing. And if you want to talk about that a little bit, how you feel about that.
What was the issue with King Song?
Well, they were trying to speed shame. They were saying that he rides too fast, and because he rides, yeah, like that's a problem.
So look, I own the King Song. I own the King Song 18XL.
Yep.
And when I did, there was no position change in any group rides when I took the group ride. Of course, yeah, if we had a straight line in empty parking lots and we were drag racing, yeah, the Gotway's gonna take me. Gotway's gonna win. But as far as real life situation with speed, with traffic and like real life, people, just pedestrians crossing and stuff, 31 is more than enough. It was just a reduction of the range that I was really just disappointed about.
Okay.
If you hold 31 miles per hour on any group ride and you know how to ride, 31 will keep you in the front of the pack.
Okay.
So it's not the speed. I would have bought an S18 if you would have told me there was no speed increase, but yet you know what? Now it's offering 2,500 watt hour. You know what? I probably would have considered it, definitely. And if you put it next to the In Motion with 1,500, yeah, I definitely would have chose the King Song. So
Right.
I hate when I'm compared to a speed demon, and that's the way. It's not for me. No, it has nothing to do with it. It's the reduction of technology. I guess just because you slapped on a little bit of a shock or something like that suspension, that doesn't wow me at all.
Well,
At
it's
the end
not
of the day, you need to know you need the fundamentals. You need to
right.
know how to ride with your legs bent, and I think that'll create an issue for a lot of riders, because when they revert back to a non-suspension wheel, they're gonna find themselves in a world of trouble.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think the issue is, I guess in what I guess what they're doing outside of making the wheels, because I know Marco was having a real hard time with them. I've never had an issue with King Song, but he's having a real hard time with them going back and forth. They're not covering his wheel and this and that. And I just heard today. But the reason I bring it up is because EVX, he just came out with some merch, and on the back he's got a hashtag, and I like the hashtag he put on there. And and the idea is, the speed is what, if you're skilled on the EUC, speed is what you like, and it's not your problem. It's oh, he put it up. No, I'm glad you put it in so I can put it up. EVX. It says his hashtag that he started is oppressively fast, because I guess that was one of the things that said was that
We're oppressors.
that wrong way rides oppressively fast, and they didn't like it or whatever. So, oh, hold on, power trip. What?
But
Monster
yet,
Mob? Monster Mob? I like that. I'm in that. I'm
but
in
yet
that. I'm in that.
the same King Song guys that I'm watching are wearing no gear, no helmets,
Right.
nothing out there. So hey, I don't know if you've ever seen one, but I've seen what a simple fuse blowing does. So if you get your fuse to blow while you're riding, hey, God bless you. I'm praying for that.
Yeah.
You are geared.
Yeah. And
Forget about the board. Forget about everything else. Just the
anybody
simple
that has
things
fallen
that will drop you.
anybody that has fallen at like 30 miles an hour or anywhere around that knows that that's all it takes is one good fall. So when I see people fly by me and they have nothing on, I'm just like I'm like shocked.
Yeah, like I said, one of the things that get me to go back home, I do it all the time. I can't tell you how many times I've left the house and thought to myself, today's the day the board's gonna burn, because while I'm riding, thinking I'm all right,
Right.
and that's gonna
Right.
be the end of my riding, and then literally I turn around and we'll go gear back up, and that's it.
Yeah, and it does. Honestly, if you've fallen, if you've taken a good fall, I don't care who you are, it's in your mind. I mean, well, I can't say I don't care who you are. I know that's how I am. Ever since I fell real hard off the 16X. When I start to push it, when I get near 30 miles an hour, 31 miles, I'm like, oh boy, like I start thinking about that fall, because that fall was not fun.
That's PTSD.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. No, legit. Look,
Yeah.
I mean, and y'all know I'm I'm in law enforcement and I'm in the military and I've deployed. I'm a war veteran, so I mean, when you say PTSD, it's legit.
Yep.
It's legit.
Yep.
So, but I can tell you right now, all of that being said, I do agree that the companies have to work with us, and when I say us, I mean the whole community, because the community is the voice. And we do have a voice, so I'm hoping that they're listening to us, and that's another reason why I want to get us together, because I'm hoping that they hear what we're saying and they appreciate what we're saying and they value what we're saying, because I know that at the end of the day they are a company, but they're serving us. You know what I mean? They're making those wheels. We're the consumer, so
Yep.
if they're not listening, then it's a problem. So. Whatever issues that they're having right now, I'm hoping that these guys are able to work it out. I'm hoping that the company is able to make it up to the people who are buying your products, because without us, it's tough. It's tough. And I mean, I've never had a problem. King Song's been great with me. My wheel has been excellent. I just know that other people have had a problem, but we're a community, And Matt Pack,
Yeah.
he's in the comments now, putting it out there, how he feels, and he may not be alone. There may be others, because I know, like you said, Wrong Way had an issue as well. So I'm hoping that things get repaired, because I am an extremely positive person. I'm energetic and enthusiastic, but at the end of the day, it's all about positivity. So I want everybody to get along. You know what I mean? So I'm hoping that that's the way things work. So then, while you were gone, Opinionated Uploads 1 because the first guy you picked was in Sweden. I'm like, I can't send it to Sweden. So we went with the next guy. So we're going to send him something. So when we get done, make sure that he's supposed to email me his address, and I'll send it to you as well, so you can send him your stickers, and I'll send him mine.
Okay. Sweet.
So we want to make sure that that's good. Again, keep promoting, guys. I don't care whether it's NPS stickers, EVX merch, full send crew, wheel life shirts, and whatever. Just keep promoting, because this is important for more people to jump on board. The more people that jump on board, the more wheels they'll make, the more like upgrades I think they'll make. You know, that's what's important to me. So, so Vin, what else you want? What else you got for the people? Because you have an audience. I mean,
All right.
I know you don't really, you didn't really realize it when you started this, but now you got a voice, you got an audience, you got fans, VT.
Hey, I appreciate everybody. Like I said, I still consider myself a noob. I've been riding a year. I just devoted a lot of time within the year. So I appreciate everybody. I still can't believe that anybody would look up to me or say that they ride the way they ride because of me. So I appreciate y'all. And like I said, the only way to get better is just get out there and ride. You know, ride. I
Yeah.
rode when my feet hurt, when my
Yep.
calves hurt, when
Yep.
my hair was missing. I hurt myself. I'm still riding. My knee's injured right now. I took it off road the next day. I took it on another trail the day after that.
Yes.
And I just
Yes.
rode. You know, I rode here. So
Ride. Legit. He's not lying. That's the only way. Because I've only been doing it a year too. But every day I get off work, I'm like, look outside. I'm riding. Even if it's
Yeah.
only for a half hour, whatever. I'm out. You know.
So there were nights like I'm very competitive, so that serves towards it. So like pretty much there's nights. I don't know if you're on Darkness Spot.
Yep.
All right, so you know there's like a list
Competition.
of who has the highest miles for the month, the week.
Yep.
So like there was nights, I'm not gonna lie, I opened it up and I'm like, some dude in China has me by 40 miles, and it's like 11 p.m. and I couldn't turn the TV on. I was like, oh no. I took my wheel out and I would ride until I hit 45 miles, and I was like, okay, I'm going back. I'm good. And you know, I was very competitive, so it led me to you know, get a lot of the skills that I've honed. Really, just riding, lots of practice.
Okay.
I'm not a natural unicyclist as all of us